Right.
The moment you say, "Can you forgive me?" or "Will you forgive me?" I instantly will think that your apology is bullshit.
Me too. I hate like, especially immediately, or somebody that'll be like, "What can I do to make it better?" Like right
Why
now,
do
what
I
can
need
I
to do
do
the
right
mental
now
work?
to make it better? Get out of my face, because I'm
That
mad.
irks
Get out my
me.
face.
That
Send me
irks
some
me.
money.
That's
Give me
what you
some
can
money.
do.
A lot of money. Give me some money.
He said, "Give you some money."
No,
I don't know
because
that.
a
I
lot of
want you to
them,
get out of
they,
my face.
they be like, "What can I do to make it better?" Like, I don't like that. I don't like you asking me to forgive you. I don't like asking for forgiveness. I don't like none of that stuff. So
Me neither.
you want an instant solution, and you want me to put in the mental work to give you the solution. Give me some money.
Exactly.
You wasting my time. You finna
And
pay for it. Give me some
sorry,
money.
and sorry just triggers me. Don't even say that, jump, bro, because you ain't
The
sorry.
ones, the questions where they was like, what can I do to like make this better? What the fuck can you do? What
Right,
like why did you
nothing.
What
asking
you think
me?
you can do?
Look at that.
Right. It's like figure it out yourself.
Yeah,
Sorry for me.
what can you do? That's
Sorry for
something
me.
you need
I
to ask
see that,
yourself.
that's more and more like a trauma response for a lot of people. Like they didn't
Yeah,
come from a good
I
home.
do feel like
And
it
Which
is
makes
for
it
some people, but I
non-sincere.
It is.
also feel like sorry is just something people say because they feel like that's gonna make it better, but they don't really mean it. They
like
say it
they
because
just
they
want
feel like they
the
have to.
like they just want the object. They just wanted to be over. Like you in a petty argument
Yeah,
with your partner.
yeah. Sorry.
You
So
know,
so you can
sorry
get
so I can
over
get
it.
over the shit.
I
No,
My
even
mama
tell
taught
mine
me
no.
and
when I
she
was a
say it.
kid not to even use that word.
I
When
I
I
hate that
tell
word
mine to
so
say
bad.
sorry, but now, like, since they're getting older, because they'll do stuff, and then,
Mhm.
like, especially if they're doing it to each other, they'll say that they're sorry, and I be like, "No, you're not, because you did that same thing a long time ago. Don't say sorry
Mm-hmm.
just to say sorry.
I remember my
Saying
mama
sorry
beating
means
me.
that you're changing your behavior, meaning you're not gonna do it again, especially on
Mhm.
purpose. So you can say sorry if you want to, and that person can be like, it's okay. And even with them now, they'll say, I'm sorry, and the other person will be like, that's okay. And I'll be like, no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
not
not.
okay.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't even accept that no more. Like, even if my husband will apologize for something, I don't be like, oh, that's okay, or he'd be like, you forgive me? No.
We definitely gotta stop saying that's okay, because I used to do that in the past. It's cool. I'm sorry, it's cool. No, it's not cool
See,
because
that's my biggest issue because I'm the brush everything off person.
that's how I was too.
And so like
Sometimes.
that's my biggest fault right there. I'm actually learning to stop being so empathetic, stop being so nonchalant about people disrespecting you, bro. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's to me that was part to do with my trauma and everything too. I was so accepting of people and their flaws and whatnot. When I
Same.
didn't realize that, hey, you allow these folks to play in your face, girl.
Yeah, but I always had my little boundaries, but yeah, I was the same way.
I mean, me too, but I'm a Pisces at that. So my boundaries, you always had to get me to that point. It wasn't ever like, hey, I'm gonna flip off on you if you do something. I'm already nice as hell by nature. And then my personality itself, I'm too nice and accepting. And so
I'm the same
it
way, so that's why I have to stick to them. So if you do something, I'm gonna check you because I already know that I know, and even if it don't really bother me, still I'm gonna still punish you for it because I feel like when you let people keep doing it, they keep doing it. They not gonna
mm,
stop.
I learned that. Trust me, these last few years, I've been getting it together. But I also learned when it comes to certain people, I haven't worked on it that well. It seemed like certain people I noticed, okay, but then like certain family members and stuff like that, you still
Those were
letting
the
them
ones
do it.
I
Yeah.
had to like be like, okay, you can't keep telling these people, yeah, just because they your family. You gotta say no and stand on that no. Once I started saying no, I never stopped.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and start the episode. Welcome back to Royal Genius Podcast, where we take a look at things affecting the Black community from a sociological point of view and a psychological point of view. And we always keep it real. I ain't gonna forget that just because Royal ain't here. But he is here. He's listening in because he don't feel good. So, this is my first episode. Yeah, my first episode for this podcast without him. Before that, I was doing this by myself for a long time. But this episode, I felt like I was trying to think of something for us to talk about because I got a long list. But I was like, I feel like, we should some type of language, apology language kind of popped up in my head. I'm like, let me see if they got a quiz for that. And that's when I sent you out a quiz. So that's what we're going to talk about. And we're talking about apology language to learn how to apologize more effectively and maybe to accept apologies more effectively, because I feel like we just proved how jaded we are when it comes to apologies and how we don't really want to accept them. For good reason, though.
Traumatized.
Right.
But it'll be different. Now, I won't say that I don't accept nobody's apology, but I also go by person. It's per person, per individual, because I'm not just gonna blindly feel like,
it depends for me too.
Oh, so you mean that? No, because I've had people tell me they sorry and said some tear-jerking things and didn't mean not a thing
at all. They'll make it sound good. But we're going to jump into it with the first segment, which is the What's Your Theory segment, with this question. What's your apology language? Why and how do you apologize?
Look, I don't say nobody else. Nobody wants to say
I'll go. So
I apologize. I'm having a hair issue over here.
Let me see. According to the results, it says that my primary apology language is expressing regret. No, it's not. According to that test, it is, but that's because of those questions. But no, it's right. Mine is changed behavior. Because you can express it all you want to in certain ways. Everybody expresses things differently. And some people feel like verbally expressing is enough, and it's not. So unless you are changing your behavior, I don't care. And the same goes for me towards other people. If I've done something, I'll say like this, if I'm aware that I've done something to hurt somebody, I'm not doing it no more, or I'm doing everything in my power to not do that no more. I'm not going to keep saying, dang, I keep doing this and not taking into account your feelings, or dang, I did this again. Like, no, I'm just going to stop. Like, if I have to take a break from you to make sure I get that right, then that's what I'll do.
I feel that.
I'm trying to find my list again.
Yeah.
I'll go next. So mine is planned change. And I do feel like that's right, because like I don't accept apologies unless you plan to change. And when I say plan to change, I don't mean say I'ma change. I mean, tell me exactly what you're going to do to change and actually implement those. I also feel like you shouldn't look for me to accept your apology or forgive you until you've shown me through those changes that you're sorry. And honestly, it really don't even need to be a conversation of, do you accept my apology or will you forgive me? If I bring something to your attention and I tell you that it bothers me, you apologize and you tell me exactly what you're going to do to change your behavior. That's all we need to talk about. You just need to show me that through action. And that's it. We don't even need to revisit that again. But I don't really accept apologies unless it's that, like, and it's for a good reason, because I feel like people will just say they're sorry just to stop having a conversation, just for you to get over it so you can still continue to treat them how you have been treating them. And I think that's a major one. Like, people really just want you to keep being good to them. So they'll say they're sorry, but they're not actually sorry. And that's why I don't accept it. But I say my why, but I apologize the same way. Just like Van said, if you tell me that I did something wrong, I'm gonna do everything in my power not to do that again, because I don't like hurting the people that I love, which is why I don't accept apologies. Because if you really value me and you really was sorry, I wouldn't even really have to tell you anything. You would just, okay, that hurts your feelings. I'm never gonna do it again, and you would show me that, because that I do that immediately. I don't need time, because I hate I'll try not to do it again. I'll try to do this. I hate a trying person. It annoys me so much, because it really is simple to just respect somebody's boundaries and respect their feelings and make that change so you won't hurt them in the same way again. I'm not going to say ever, because we going to hurt each other because we're humans, but you won't hurt them in that same way. It's not hard to me. So saying you gonna try does not fly with me, and it actually pisses me off, because why you gotta try? You could just don't do it. If I say I don't like it, stop doing it. It's that simple.
You took all that. I think
that was a very good answer.
For real, that was a great answer right there. Mine is playing change too. The reason why is because, like you said, a whole lot of what you said, but life taught me that, because it used to be like just I'm sorry, I won't do it again. But life taught me that they need to show you, and so hey, that's where we at.
You next, Curator.
All right, I was just wait. I didn't want to interrupt nobody. See, I tied on acceptance of wrong and change, and I feel that's right, because if I think I'm in the wrong and you come to me privately or thing, and I'll take a few days, I'll think about it, and I'll be like, yeah, I can see how that could have been taken wrong, because like that Boonie, that one thing we had, I said I love you, but I used the word, and amongst the tribe, my people, that's just friendship, but I didn't think that you would take the wrong way, so I made it fault on that, and obviously I ain't gonna do it again. Well, unless we get cool like that, but we'll see how that goes. But no, like Van, I don't think I've met her before. Like she was saying, the whole when people say they sorry instantly, that's like a trauma response to me. When people just say they sorry, and I see that a lot in my field of work. People who have just been like traumatically abused, whether it be from parents, partners, or they overly apologetic. So it doesn't hit me wrong, but it just makes me think it's not necessarily genuine. But they just trying to dismiss it.
Yeah. I think it's a trauma response sometimes, but I feel like when people say they're sorry, a lot of the times it's because they just want you to get over it. It's like, sorry.
It's deception.
Yeah,
A lot
it's
of
like
people
just
that
get
say
over it.
They want you to believe they sorry too,
but they don't be.
They don't be sorry.
I think you know me good enough by now. If you're gonna be mad at me, you can stay mad at me.
You forgot to answer. How do you what's your apology? How do you apologize? I mean, Curator.
Oh, I didn't say it either.
I'm sorry, I just took my.
Oh yeah, you got to answer that too, Erica. How do you apologize?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I apologize with actually acts. I am somebody that I will tell you that I apologize. I don't use the word sorry. My mom broke me of that a long time ago. She did not like to hear nobody say I'm sorry. She'll tell you, okay, that's fine if you feel like you are, but apologize. And so yeah, I remember one time I got popped for that. She definitely instilled in me, you're not sorry. You might have done something that you regret and you apologize for it. So I apologize and I change my actions, because like you, I do not like to hurt nobody that I care about. And the only reason why you would be in my vicinity, because I care about you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes me think about my mama, because we would say sorry when me and my twin sister were kids, and we would get slapped, and they would be like, "You only sorry you got caught." And so, at the question of like how I apologize, I like to think, I want to talk to you like one-on-one, or we can talk in a group, because like we got 5 humans right here. We all would raise different pathways. We take their things different ways. So I rather just confront it and like say like, this is what I meant. This is how you took it. We exchange, we conversate on it. Say I don't want to be one of these little kids. Say I'm sorry just because I wanted to go away, or just say you right because I don't want to deal with it. I want to be like one of those level grounds. Like you and me as adults, we can both apologize to each other and disagree, but it doesn't mean we gotta blow the whole relationship up. We don't, you don't gotta burn bridges like that. And trust me,
ever. You
what?
don't ever think that something is worth blowing a relationship up, like you said?
I would say that I've had 2 times in my life where that's happened, and that is not something I can say on camera. Let's just say it involved something that, essay.
Oh.
Because it happens to men too.
Yeah, it does. Definitely. But
so there's my trauma dump. Next subject.
We can move to the next segment with this question. What is your least favorite apology language? I feel like we all said that in the beginning. Like I hate somebody asking me for forgiveness. I hate the word sorry, period. I hate what can I do right now to fix it? What can I do right now to fix it? Because in my opinion, when you ask somebody that, you're not giving them the time that they need to process what you did wrong. Like you trying to change their mind real quick, and I don't think that that's healthy. That's how things don't get resolved in relationships, because you'll do something wrong, then you'll ask them, what can I do to fix it? And then maybe they'll answer you, you'll do it, and y'all move on, but it's not really fixed because you didn't even really give me time to process it. You ain't give me time to process your wrongdoing. So later on down the road, now you did something to make me think about it. And I'm like, we never resolved that issue. Like, because I feel like that question is a form of manipulation. When somebody is like, what can I do to fix it? And you tell them and they do it, it's just to manipulate you to get over it. And I don't like that. I also don't like if I'm mad at you, give me time to process what's going on and we can talk about it when I'm ready to talk about it. Like, don't try to make me feel better. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to force me to forgive you, guilt me into it or nothing like that, because I'm one of those people that got to get over things on my own. Sometimes having a conversation doesn't help me because it sometimes makes it worse. Like right away, talking about it sometimes makes me feel worse. Because a lot of times people really don't know how to fix situations and they just talk themselves into a deeper hole. And now you put the friendship on the line or the relationship on the line because we had a conversation. I didn't like what you were saying in the conversation. Now I want my space. I wanted space in the beginning anyway. I'm a type of person that I need space to get over things. Don't try to force me to forgive you, or don't try to, what can I do right now to resolve it? Because to me, it's gonna feel like you trying to manipulate me.
It's like the wound's cut. You need a few days for it to heal before you can talk about it. It makes perfect sense.
So I can process it, so I can deal with my feelings and why I feel like this and all of this stuff, because I do feel like in some situations when somebody has wronged you, and a lot of times it's not only about that person. Sometimes when somebody has wronged you, it's because they triggered something in you, and now I need to figure out why I was triggered. Of course, some stuff can just be disrespect, but I mean in those instances where you get triggered by something, and I need to figure out where that came from, and I need to understand why it hurt me. And I also need to figure out what I want from that person going forward.
And to expand on that, because I do agree with you on that, is like it's also comes to the part that the two people need to like understand each other's boundaries. And just because I think this way, don't mean you think that way. Exactly. And I know as a man, when it comes to problems, generally the way we raised, we're problem solvers. We want to get it done quick.
Women are problem solvers too.
But oh no, that's not what I
That's
mean,
such a
girl. Come on now,
misconception.
don't be messing with me. I just got
No, I'm
back.
just saying women are like women are problem solvers too. That's why we operate the way that we operate.
No, I'm just saying that men. I'm the male part. I don't like to play genders as it is, but I'm just saying. I just notice a lot of men be like, "Oh, something's wrong. How can I fix it?" And it's like it's not necessarily that can be fixed at that moment. You gotta let it brew. You need to calm down. Let the storm die down. Walk away.
And also you need to understand what you did wrong too, because I feel like people who will say, "Let me fix it," you ain't even processed what they told you. You just trying to put a band-aid over things to move on, because that don't give you time to process nothing if you fixing it right away.
They're not actually fixing it, they're just getting it over with.
Getting it
'Cause
over
it's gonna
with,
help,
yeah.
it's gonna happen again. When you do that and you're like, okay, what can I do to fix it? It translates into what can I do to make you feel better in this moment so we can get
Yep.
this over with.
Exactly. That's what I
Exactly.
say.
Exactly.
I say band-aid on bullet wounds.
Okay, Erica, what's your least favorite? Or have you already said it?
Hold on. Let me go back.
And pull my computer while we out of here. I swear if this work email.
My little fat self. I'm over here on the Domino's website. Oh, don't judge me, y'all. Gotta get back to my email. Because I had to email it to myself. Okay, my least was making restitution. I don't get I don't get how they was rating the questions. I don't understand how they should have like used more than 2 selections.
Yeah, they should.
Maybe one from each like trade category, because they wasn't pairing them up well.
Yeah.
But it's definitely my, to my, oh, what can I do? That's definitely I think that's my biggest pet peeve. So I guess
make it
I guess
restitution.
Yeah, them like, what can I do to make it right now? What can I? So I guess that would have felt, if you did it the opposite way, I guess it would have been at the top. So
or like people trying to give you gifts so you can get over it. I hate that too. You're trying to buy my forgiveness. You're trying to buy my sorry. I hate that.
And you can't even buy my sorry, because I don't even be having too much I want. So.
Ain't no price on it. It ain't no price on my emotions, so you can't control my emotions. There's no price on it.
It ain't no price for me, but you can still give it to me. And I'm gonna tell you, as soon as you hand it to me, I still don't forgive you, but I will take this.
Well, I mean, like,
I do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. I will.
You gonna give it to me, but I ain't forgiving you, though.
You offer, it's a difference if you offered and me asking. If I ain't asked you for shit and I clearly told you I didn't want nothing from you and like, well, I can get you this, give it to me. I don't forgive you. Give it to me.
I'll do that at some point when I get tired of it. But like,
and then for toxic people, that's like a try harder. Just give you another gift or something else that they can do to pass it up.
But I also think that, okay, when it comes to the gender thing, when it comes to men and they give us gifts, I think that's because it works with a lot of women. They'll do that because a lot of women will accept it and they'll be happy with it. But I'm not that. I'm not one of those.
That's the difference. They will accept it so it can continue on longer. The difference is I will accept it and still say fuck you.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. Same. That's a big difference. See, you the woman that they be cussing us out about.
You already look. You already gave it to me. My ears shut off.
Yeah, those ones that just be letting them off so easy, and so when a guy comes in contact with you, now it's like you being difficult. He's so difficult. Why you gotta be so difficult? Because I have value. That's why, and I'm not gonna let nobody play with me. That's why.
They always equate
you can't buy my emotions.
when you have standards and I'm not gonna let you treat me like that, they always equate that with masculinity for
They
some reason.
do. You act like a nigga. Oh, I done
You
heard
feel
that
like a
so
bitch,
many
so
times. Act just like a
one
nigga.
of
Why
us
you
got.
gotta
I
act like
mean,
a
if
nigga?
they want to be so heterosexual, one of us got to do it. So
Right.
I
the only
mean,
thing, if you feel like I'm acting masculine, then bitch, you gay because you still want me.
Exactly.
I heard that shit before, like in the past. They were like,
I have to.
you act like a nigga. So what that make you?
Mm,
You still
good
want me. You
question.
ain't left me alone. So what that
Good
make you?
question. But yeah,
Oh
I've heard that
Lord.
a lot too. You act like a why you act like a nigga?
Yeah.
Cause you can't buy my feelings, cause you can't give me something and make me get over what you did, or because a lot of the things that you tried to do to get a reaction out of me don't work. I don't give you no reaction. You can't make me jealous. You're not gonna make me, because I've had a dude tell somebody that he didn't want to be with me because I was too soft. Soft meaning I wasn't going to confront other girls about him.
Cap.
So because you were non-confrontational when it comes to a
Not
dude,
even
yeah.
non-confrontational, because I'm gonna check you.
No,
Everything
I'm
So
you
talking
I
do,
ain't
about
check.
for
like
real. I think
behind
Cap.
the
What I know
dude.
about you?
Yeah, I'm not about to fight no girl
See,
over no
that's
dude.
that toxic is in
Yeah,
trend that I can't get jiggy with. That's why I be talking my mess like, ooh, I'm gonna go speed dating. Girl, I'm scared.
me
I
too.
don't understand the men or women like that. I've had
Me
men that,
neither.
like, I've had a few girls come to me about dudes that I real life be having no idea who the fuck they be talking about.
Same.
But then I'm like, okay, go do what you got to do with him. Like, you don't care, bitch. Do you want me to care?
Exactly. That's what they
You coming
do.
to me as
Mm-hmm.
a woman for
They
somebody I don't
do.
even fucking know, but you want me to care.
They
And then
do.
the nigga be like,
Go.
you don't even fight for
Girl,
me.
I know you was about to say that. How many times I got
I
told
heard
that?
it coming. I
Oh, I
felt
knew
it
you
coming.
was about to say that. Shit. How many times I got told that?
Like, you
You
are
don't fight
absolutely
for
right.
what
I
is
will
you
not.
talking about?
I
I
will
was
fight for no
feeling that
man.
coming. I was just holding my mouth. I'm like, I know it's coming.
I will
It
fight
get
if
real
I know
toxic
he
out
is
here.
doing right. Like, if I know for a fact he is like telling you to leave him alone, like you on some other shit,
Yeah,
I'll be like, all right, bitch, we got to square up because I
Yeah.
told you to leave him
yeah,
alone. But if he invited you, baby, please go ahead, have fun.
exactly. Get him
By all
out my
means.
face. But the whole you won't fight for me, because I feel like they mean that physically and also emotionally. And my whole thing is I fought for you while we were together. Everything that I did for you while we was in that relationship was me fighting for you.
Yeah.
Once you've decided that you don't want to be with me no more, I ain't fighting. I'm not about to beg nobody to be with me. I'm not fighting. You get a simple okay, and I'm moving on with my life.
Adios.
That's crazy. But yeah, uh, Van, did you say your least favorite?
I didn't. Let me look at this. It says my least favorite is request forgiveness. That's accurate.
Mhm.
That's
Same.
accurate. Don't ask me to forgive you. And then don't ask me to forgive you. And then if I do forgive you, you don't like the way that I forgave you. Like, I had an ex that if y'all hear my daughter, she over there singing. But
It's cool.
Let that baby sing.
but I think it was because we broke up or something like that. And he wanted me to forgive him. Like, we were still cool or whatever for a little while. And he was like, I want you to forgive me. I was like, dude, I wouldn't be talking to you if, I didn't. And he was like, we would be together if you had forgave me. I was like, that's not how that works. That's not how that
Exactly.
works.
That's
I
another
forgave
thing
you
too.
my way.
I think that's why it bothers me too, because people they want you to say you forgive them because they expect that is access into your life. Like, if you forgive me, that gives me access to you. And that's not true. Like, I'm not giving you access to me. I can forgive you too. And if I do say I forgive you, most of the time I'm leaving. Like, It's only so I can close that door. If I say I forgive you, I'm planning to walk away. It's only so I can close that chapter and move on with my life. But forgiveness does not give you access to me. Once you've done something to me that I feel like is unforgivable, if I tell you I forgive you, just know you ain't gonna hear from me no more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gone.
That's
And I'm
understood.
gonna say I forgive you, and I hope that you forgive me for anything that I did to you, anything that you didn't say to me or whatever. I hope you forgive me for that. And my mama taught me to do that. When you leave in somebody's life, ask for forgiveness for anything that you could have done, and leave. Bye.
Yeah. My mama didn't teach me that, but for some reason I definitely do that.
Because
But
I
I
feel
think
like
it's
that's like
important to
that's
do
the
it.
final nail in the coffin. But I feel like a lot of people be wanting doors to stay open, and I'm gonna make sure that door is closed.
Yeah, you won't have no reason to come ask me for no clothes.
Exactly.
They
Curator,
just
did
be
you say
trying to
yours?
come to closure.
Did you
I'm
say
sorry.
yours, Curator?
For me, I hate that I'm the only male here to speak on the male experience because I'm already bisexual, so I'm already halfway between you two. So the whole men coming to you saying, I'm sorry, it's usually, bitch, shut the fuck up. I want to get down. I want to get dirty. I just want to get some at the end of the night.
Mm.
Now,
Y'all
when
ever
I'm
think
in
that
when I'm in
somebody
female, what?
be expecting sex when they say they sorry?
Have you never known a man who say, I'm sorry because he wants some ass at the end of the night?
No, they don't try that with me. I'm not getting you none.
I mean, we
Well,
got three
not
females, so
necessarily you though, but they do try it
that whole
though.
makeup,
It's
like they been
makeup
getting in bed with
sex.
you
Oh
and be
yeah.
like trying to,
Yeah.
like, hey girl, we had an argument, so let's take out our frustration.
And it's some women that's even into
That'll
that
do
too.
that,
That
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
I got a story
breaking
on
some
that.
It's
makeup
I'll
women
all
ask
the
who
that.
time.
literally will just fight with you. And I think that's where men get that from. It's literally women who will make up stuff to fight for so they can have makeup sex. If that's the only
See,
time y'all sex is good, just say that.
I
You
had to
gotta be
purge
mad at
my
somebody to
entire
have good
Facebook,
sex.
my first fake Facebook page. I had to like do a whole purge on that page because it was women, it was full of women just like that, constantly posting memes or jokes and posts about how they purposely start fights because they like the makeup sex or they like the makeup phase. And I'm like, is that the only time you feel love?
That's the only
Like
time
that's the only
they
time you
sex be
feel love.
good too. That's the only time they sex be good. That's why they do
The
that.
crazy
like,
part
have you
is a lot
tried
of these
cosplay?
people for those
Huh?
situations, a lot of those people pick like basically dysfunctional partners, people that still living in their trauma, and like they be doing all of that just to get back to that beginning phase where that person was that attentive, loving, loving
Yeah.
person and everything. So now you got to go through all this drama just to get that feeling again. It ain't gonna last. That's why y'all keep going through all that drama, because you're gonna make up a reason to be upset again. So y'all can get that little feeling. He gonna make up, probably be there a few days at the house and everything. Then he gonna be back to his normal routine, like,
Routine.
or
That's
her. Like it's crazy.
that's crazy. Like, I'm not having sex with you if I'm mad. Get away from me. Like,
All
what are we
right,
talking about? I'm not having sex with somebody that I'm mad at.
like that's for me.
If I
I
was
even got
married, I would, but only because I'm me and I like
Mm.
that. But a relationship, I don't know.
Even if I'm married, bro, you're gonna have to sit in the corner for a little while. I'm not having sex with you.
If I'm mad at you, you turn me off.
All the way off. I'm not making myself do that.
You breathe wrong, I'm gonna be like, get out.
my
See,
Get
that's
out.
most
I think that's my I heard you say your daughter's in the room, so I'm trying not to say the word.
Girl, I cuss more than anybody in this house. Go ahead.
But I
I
think
can
it's
start
more
doing a
so
sex
of my
interview if you
my
want.
sex drive. Like my
Um,
my ex-husband, he literally used to be flustered, and I actually think that's why he used to go cheat on me to feel adequate with those women, because he felt inadequate with me. He literally told me that he had to take a gas station pill and a Viagra pill to deal with me.
That
And
is
so, like,
crazy to
nigga,
cheat
like,
You know,
because your woman is giving you
that's
a
a
lot of
like,
sex.
I
failure.
don't know necessarily he was having sex all the time. It was just that
Oh, okay.
I made him feel like in how do you say out. I don't want to
I
say
understand what you mean.
I basically made him feel less than a man
Inadequate was
because
right. You was right.
inadequate. I was saying it right at first. But like literally I think he felt some type of way about the fact that I stayed the woman that I was. Like a lot of men be used to women being, oh, she all down and be freaky all the time because y'all going through that little phase. No, boo, this is me. She ain't going nowhere. We gonna get in this relationship, and no, it ain't dwindling down. Yeah, you still can get a sandwich and all that, but you want some water? Okay, let's get going.
I feel like I'm the same way in relationship. If I'm in a healthy relationship, but if I'm not, I don't desire sex from somebody.
Yeah.
So for me, it is based off of emotional connection. So I have to be good with you emotionally to want you sexually.
Yeah.
So like Demi.
Yeah, like demisexual.
So you like me a little bit. But Erica, what you're saying was like all them trying to all those pills and all that, because like I see that stuff on my daily, job as a nurse. And usually the problem is that man is on his phone watching about 70 porn videos a day. So his brain is already overloaded and now he can't get hard. I keep telling people, drop the porn, you won't need these pills. Those pills are more likely to give you a
No,
heart
he
attack.
didn't have a problem with being hard. He just didn't have stamina to keep up with
Oh
me.
yeah, it was the stamina.
He
Well, I
didn't. He
guess
I feel
didn't
like
he
have
most.
wasn't the
enough
I feel
one.
like
stamina.
most of them don't have stamina like that, especially
And that's
in
why I don't be
our
understanding
age.
why they be wanting a woman that can go. Like you can hear me and say this, and you can't handle it, bro. Like
They don't really want that. They think they do because men have this misconception that women have a lower sex drive than them, and that is not true. It's a case by case thing. And a lot of times women have a lot of sex, a high sex drive. They just have self-control. You think that just because I'm not out here sleeping with a lot of men that I don't have a high sex drive? No, I just have self-control. I'm not just about to sleep around with people.
Exactly.
If they weren't so toxic, women would have crazy out the ass sex drive if they weren't so toxic.
With them being toxic, baby, I got my toys. I got all of
You
them.
got me. Say in my past, I was with one girl. I be on the game. Fucking like playing like Battlefield. All of a sudden, my girl come up to me and she unzips my pants and she's like, "What the fuck's going on? This mic's getting turned off." I'm starting to get head because she has a high sex drive and that's just her favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
that's good.
I was like, when you younger, you're a younger male. When you like 21, 22, you're thinking, "Oh yeah, I'd love to get this all day," but you get sore.
I've heard that too.
That girl got me 6 times a day, and I was like, "Would you rather go to Olive Garden?" And I'm holding myself like I need a cup. I need help. I need an adult.
Moving on to the next segment, the Let's Fix It segment.
You guys love it. I know.
How can we give better apologies to people we hurt?
I think show them that you are sorry for the action. So say for instance, like she was saying, like with kids, if you hit somebody and you know you intentionally did it, they cry, you sorry for real. Say you sorry. Don't do it no more. Exactly. No, don't do it no more. But like most people, they don't really comprehend that because of that ain't really why they use those words. So like even kids learn that I can say this, patch it over right quick, and then do it again. So,
because most people will accept it. They'll be like, it's okay or whatever, and they'll let you and you do it again because I feel like it's a test sometimes too to see. I feel like that first I'm sorry is a test to see if you're gonna let them get away with it.
I think depending on the person.
Yeah.
I think some
Those
people
manipulative
they don't
people.
have some people don't have life experience. I've met some people that really don't have life experience, like interacting with like outside people and stuff. They used to dealing with their family, and their family ain't really functional and things of that nature.
Yep.
I'm gonna just keep it that simple. And like after checking them and calling them on certain things, they begin to mature. So certain people, I think that if they genuinely are, apologetic, then they'll definitely do the work. And it ain't finna take forever, because I get tired of people saying, "Oh, well, I mean, I'm trying to change."
Ooh, I hate that trying word.
But
Tell me
that whole thing is like, it literally, you can change it just like that.
Just
Everybody
like that.
saying, like, learned behaviors. You can miss me with all that. Y'all try to use therapy to benefit yourself, but won't go see a therapist. Don't miss me with all of that. I don't want to hear none of it.
People will say that too. It takes time to change. Even in the article that came with the test, it was like it takes time to correct your behavior. No, it doesn't, bro. You can do it right away. When somebody says you did something wrong, just don't do it again. It don't take time. You don't have to make that same mistake three more times before you get it. Like, you literally just put in your head, okay, this person doesn't like this, but it just goes to show if a person really cares or not, whether you like something or not. Sometimes they don't care because it's like, it don't bother me, so I'm gonna do it again. I don't care.
I was one of those people, like, because I didn't understand, like, to me, if something wasn't a big deal, I could not for the life of me understand why it was a big deal for somebody else.
Yeah, you definitely were like that.
They would be like, to me, it's like, you are going above and beyond to just be mad on purpose. Like, I promise you it's not that serious. I promise it's not that serious. I didn't get it till some people was like, just because it's not a big deal to you, don't mean it's not a big deal to them. And then I'm like, but why is it a big deal to you? Like, please, help me understand. If I can, and I understand now that you don't have to understand
exactly
for it to be, to make sense. But for me, it was like, if I don't understand it, I'm not gonna change it, because I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I going out of my way for this? You are just overreacting. But then it's like, you can't be like that. It is a big deal to them, as annoying as it can be to you. It's a big deal to them. And if you can't deal with it, you should not be in the picture with them. And I just learned I'm not one of those type of people. If it's a big deal to you, I'm just not going to address it. Like, if it's something that I can't fix, I can't do nothing about, I'm just going to avoid the hell out of you around that subject or that area, because
I'll walk your eggshells.
I will, because I cannot deal with, if I don't understand it, I can't deal with it. Like, what?
Bro, you sound like
I'm gonna be sitting there like, why is this bothering you? Help me to help you. And a lot of times people can't explain it, because they're like, it's just this. How would you feel? That's the problem. I wouldn't. So I need you to.
I hear that.
But the way
like
that
I
have
from Soul Eater. I don't understand. Like,
the way that I explain to people is like, think about your smallest pet peeves, stuff that get under your skin, and then think about people doing it to you. Because a lot of people be like, but that's small. Okay, what's something small to you? And then, and then if I do it now, you feel some type of way. Okay, but now I don't feel like I should apologize, because it don't bother me none. That ain't even something that bothers me. And I didn't have people say, okay, well, I get it. I still got a couple of people, they stubborn as all get out. They don't get it. They don't get it. But I have some people that like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people that like some small stuff will irritate the life out of them.
That's how my mama is.
I just can't.
So, and some of that stuff can be psychological, undiagnosed.
you start acting like it's annoying, like this small thing is annoying you, I shut the fuck up. I just let you go through it, and whatever you gotta say, you gotta vent. I'm not saying shit because I guarantee if anything comes out my mouth, you're
It's gonna
not
be the
gonna like
wrong
it because
thing.
I'm gonna make it worse. Not on purpose, but because I truly be wanting to understand. Because I'm gonna be like, so what about it makes you
I'm
upset?
laughing because she was definitely like that when we first met. I'm like,
You had
bro.
me laughing too hard.
Like, I would just let, because I'm like, if it ain't got nothing to do with me, and I know it's nothing I can do, I'm just here to be moral support.
Well,
At
at
this
least
point.
you have grown to where you don't have to like be quarrelsome behind the fact that you don't understand. It's just I'm gonna let you do your thug thizzle right now, and I'm gonna be quiet because you might
That
not
takes
like.
some looking within, though, because a lot of people don't do that. They're just reactive or looking on the outside, but it took a lot of looking within, because it's like, look, you need to step back. You can't help everybody. You're not gonna understand. Like one time my husband and I got into it, he was like, you don't have to understand. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't have to understand. I shouldn't, because if I'm trying to tell somebody something, I'm over explaining and they don't understand. Ain't shit I can do, ain't shit they can do.
Exactly.
I just expect you to not do whatever it is I just asked you not to do. That's bottom line. As long as we get the results, that's it. So I'm
Yeah.
just here for support. But you can ask Boonie. I was definitely like
100%.
I
I was
don't
like,
get
bro.
it. I don't
And
get
our
it.
conversations would end well, I guess.
Boonie leave me with that, I guess, in a minute. She didn't get it. She just be like, man, don't get it. We just gonna leave it at that and move on.
I was just having a conversation with Royal about that too. Like, I can recognize that certain things are important to people that may not be important to me, and it may be unnecessary to me, but because it's important to you, I'll give you that because that's what you need in order to be okay in certain situations. And I feel like that's how you should be how you can be better at apologizing to the people you hurt. You just, even like Van said, even if you don't understand, even if you don't get it, even if it's not important to you, if it doesn't bother you, it still bothers that person. And if you really like them, you love them or care about them, then you want to give them what they need to move on in certain situations, and not be and not like be stubborn about it, like, well, I don't get it or it don't bother me, so I'm not gonna apologize. That's not how you have a healthy relationship with somebody. You still have to give that person what they need to move on, or else they just not gonna feel fulfilled. Like they're not gonna feel like you care about them. You care about their feelings and stuff like
Or
that.
that could be a tit for tat sort of situation,
Right.
that like it could be a healthy situation turn dysfunctional because of
Yep.
because a lot of people out there, they will want a person to do everything that they ask them not to do, everything they ask them to do, but then will not do certain things because of like I know specifically somebody that, because they don't understand. They don't even get where you're coming from. And so why should I have to change this? I like, they'll even come with, and you know it's a lie because you know this person and their character. So you know it's a lie. They'll hit you with that. You the first person that had said something like that.
I was just about to say
I
that.
know you lying.
I'm sorry, unless you 17, I ain't gonna believe that.
Right.
I
You're
ain't
the
never
first
heard
person.
A
that.
lot of times, because
I ain't never heard that before.
I've heard say or do stuff or have a problem with certain things that I do or say, and I'm like, I have literally never heard nobody say or complain about that. If they had, it was behind my back, because I swear to God, you the first person to ever say this. Like, I promise you, I don't get what you not getting. They like, you do this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, like, where have you been? That's how I am. And they're like, well, you shouldn't do this. Why? Like, I've never heard anybody have a problem with this. What are you talking about?
Why you got a problem with it? But I also feel like in certain situations too, you kind of have to pick I guess your battles in those situations, because you sometimes will have those people who will call out every little thing that you do and make it a problem when it's not a problem, so they can have an issue with you, or so they can change you. I don't like when you do this, I don't like when you do that. They want to turn you into a whole different person. They
Please
want
leave.
you to act accordingly. They want you to kind of like be a puppet. Do whatever I say, do whatever I don't. If I don't like that, don't do it. If I like that, do more of it. So you kind of have to know too, because there's some people out there who will try to control you that way. They'll pick out things about you that they don't like, and oh, I don't like when you do this, I don't like when you do that, or whatever. Like how Van said, well, nobody has ever told me that. Sometimes that's true because it's not true. What they're saying about you isn't true. Or what they're saying about you isn't really a problem, but they're making it a problem.
Yeah.
Because they want to have a problem with you in some instances, but that's usually with narcissistic people. Okay, let's move it on. Let's move on to the story time segment. Do any of you have a story of a time you regretted accepting an apology?
I'm gonna take that one for a minute. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Do any of you have a story of a time that you regretted accepting an apology? I think I do.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I think I do. That's why I don't like the sorries.
Yeah. My ex, the one from Cali. This is before I even knew what like mental abuse and emotional abuse and stuff like that was. He would always start stuff, and this was like, of course, in the beginning, or he would come like left field with stuff I would have no idea what he was talking about, and then he would apologize and talk about how much he loved me. You know, he's sorry, da 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 da. And I'm like, that's okay. You know, you probably didn't mean to. You didn't understand, or you just, you know, just overreacted a little bit. And then it just kept happening, like over and over and over. And I was like, see, I knew I should have left your ass the first time. I knew I should have left your ass the first time, but I didn't. And I regretted it at the time because of the stuff I had to go through. But now that I'm older, and it's like, it was a learning lesson, because if I didn't have him to experience that with, I would have still never known that any of that stuff even existed, or like would have still been ignorant, basically, which means I would have been ignorant to other people and how they are, which would have kept me just dumb.
Yeah, I had a similar situation too with my ex. That's why the whole sorry thing does me out, because he would say sorry for things, and even would change his behavior for a little while. Like he would say sorry or whatever. He would start doing what I wanted him to do, and then he would just stop after a while. And it kept being like that. Like he would show this little glimpse that I can actually do what you want me to do, what you need me to do to make this relationship work, but I'm not gonna do it. And when I learned that that was a thing, like, oh, because my ex was the first person that I ever met that wasn't who they said they were, if that makes sense. I had no experiences with people pretending or being narcissistic, like presenting themselves as one way but being another way. I had no experience with that. He was the first person I ever experienced that was like that. But he would apologize for certain things, and then I'd be like, I want you to do more of this. He would do it for a little while, and then he would go right back to not doing anything. And it's like, what's the point? Like, and he'll be like, I did change, like you asked me to do this and I did do it. And it's like, he did do it, but you don't do it no more or whatever. It's kind of like, why you just always finding something to complain about. It's like, why you always complaining? Then, the deflecting, they'll turn it back on you, like you did something wrong or whatever. So yeah, anytime he apologized to me, I regretted accepting any apology that I ever accepted. And then it became a thing where I stopped accepting his apology. He would say sorry and I would just stop talking to him. Like I'm not even about to touch this. Like, whatever. I'm good on you. Or I'll be like, I'm done, and he'll be like, what you mean by that? Nigga, what other definition for what's another definition for done? Done means done. Like, what you mean? What I mean by that? But like I was saying,
Their definition
but
of
like
done
I
is
was
just a little while.
exactly. But like I was saying, people who you keep giving chances to, when they've heard that enough, I'm done with you, and then you come back, they don't believe you. They stop respecting you and they stop believing you, which is why I would never do that. If I break up with you, we were broken up. I'm not giving you another chance. You gotta unmute your thing, Curator.
Unmute.
Okay, go ahead.
Is my phone working now?
Yeah.
Oh, like I was saying, well, that girl I was dating, she do that stuff all the time. Like, getting in an argument, she said we done, and I already knew if I just ignore her for 15 minutes, she couldn't take everything back.
Yeah.
And
But
I will
I
give
would
you
be done for
credit,
real
you
for a long
called that
time.
quicker than I, anyone else. And honestly, I regret not taking that advice because, I just wanted to believe everything was, chill out. It was a new relationship. Things might mild out. It didn't mile out.
And a lot of the times, if that is your relationship with somebody that quick, it ain't gonna get better, bro. like y'all was 6 months, you was already having issues with her, and then because I remember you saying y'all was together for 3 months. If that quick, it ain't getting
we
better.
were on the phone for a minute because I was telling you, and I even told you how she threw a whole bitch fit about me giving more attention to other girls, aka you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said I'm on the phone with my cousin.
I've heard
Yeah,
that a lot
it's
of
funny.
times.
By all means, I laugh at this shit because I'm done with the bitch. I blocked her on everything, and she's still trying to reach out to me.
But do you have a story of a time you regretted accepting an apology, Curator?
Oh, this is gonna be a dark one. So, when you fall in love with someone so much that, you don't like anything that could ever, make you not love them?
No.
I
Anyone?
do,
Erica?
I know what you're talking about.
I got stabbed.
You asked the wrong person.
Because what?
I got stabbed.
I loved you yesterday, but not today.
This bitch drew a knife on me. And I'm a martial artist. I told her I would take that out your hand. And she decided to drive into my stomach, and I grabbed her by the neck and threw her to the ground. And then we called the cops. Because, fun fact about medicine, if you are ever stabbed, do not pull it out.
You said we called the cops?
Oh, I called the cops.
Oh.
So when the cops came up, they could see the kitchen knife sticking out of my stomach. So they automatically know who's the injured party.
That
Never
same girl,
pull
bro.
it out.
That same
I
girl.
heard this story. I heard this story before. I don't know if it's the same girl, but I heard this story.
I heard it too, but was it that same girl?
No.
I'm about to say.
I'm sorry, but I've had 3 women cut me.
Sorry, at this point.
Okay, now the question is, why are you attracted to abusive women?
You're the one who called me and said it. You're the one who said that on previous podcast. That curators just attracted people who might stab them.
Yeah, why? It seems to be a theme for you.
That's what I'm saying. Either you love toxic women or you be doing some shit.
That's what I'm about to say. What you be? I was about to ask that. What you be doing? But I'll try not to. I ain't trying to victim blame. But
I don't know. I don't know if the almost 20 years of dedicating myself to martial arts that makes them think they need to draw a weapon on me, or they just they just get upset, or some of the times they were drunk, sometimes they were high. But I don't give a fuck if you drunk or high and you trying to stab me.
How many of your exes then told you was crazy?
So actually, I can't think of one person that ever called me crazy.
You
My
just said
parents,
that one said that you were crazy.
Yeah, that
my
girl.
parents call me crazy for not, beating someone's ass after being stabbed.
Well, yeah, that's crazy. Look at that.
I'm a medical professional. I know where I.
Honestly,
This
it's
is
not
gonna
even how
sound
many
nuts.
people have called him crazy. It's how
When
many
you're a medical
he's calling
professional,
him crazy. Because we
you take
start
trauma.
noticing when they start calling every ex crazy, there's something going on with you. Either you doing something or you
She was
are
crazy. Like,
picking these people out
why
like
are you
this.
picking women
That's
like
the
that?
main
Why are
thing
you
that I be
attracted
wanting
to
to know
women
from
like
the
that, though,
people.
Curator? Because that's the thing.
Mhm.
Why?
And you know what? I honestly been wanting to call you recently. Ask you about some of this shit. Like maybe I'm missing something because I want a woman's opinion.
And
But
this
I
ain't one of
got a
them
few
things
other.
where it's like, how a lot of women say every man done cheated or every man done
Oh
did it.
yeah,
We all know men just ain't shit for the most part. Most of them ain't shit. But for
yeah.
As a
women,
bisexual man,
there's
I can
like
tell you
a
that that's a
specific
fact.
amount of crazy women.
And I think crazy women get a bypass.
No, they don't.
I
To
don't
who?
know
Y'all
because
give them that bypass because y'all put it
I
out there
don't.
that y'all like that.
Y'all like
I
that shit.
don't know, must be. You keep getting them.
They
I
like
literally
it.
just
I had
passed
a
by a
whole
post.
dude.
Yeah, it be dudes that like that stuff because when you're
Yep.
not like that, they don't like it. It's like that's where they're why you ain't fight for me come from.
This
I
It's
is
had
what
a
like
this
dude
one
hold
dude
with.
right here
I was
just
the
said.
woman that he wanted.
My toxic trait is that I want the girl who busted my windows and not the girl who paid for it.
they like women like that. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
I don't go for that. That's like
Greta, you just told us that you do. Like what you talking about?
Your ass got you. That's
3
all you
people that
be
stabbed
getting.
you, it ain't no coincidence. That's not a coincidence.
yeah, that's over about fucking 20 years. But
At least
and
you
that
can
was a
fix the
joke you've
window on
always
the car.
made. And
You got
then
3 stab in your body.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know if the joke made it a little more normal in my brain,
Made what normal?
or if people were fucking, like, oh, you're this attractive woman who might stab you, and that was a joke I heard all of my life because I got stabbed twice.
You said 3 times.
The third time was to Latin descendant men of a certain gang style who jumped me.
Oh, okay.
That is the one about my PTSD, which I'd rather not share on this episode.
I got you.
But
Yeah, I'm
no,
sorry.
I have been stuck by two
See,
partners.
but there's what we're saying is there's a common theme that you gotta figure out, so you won't
And
keep
I'm
doing
more
that
than
in the
willing to hear it.
future.
So by
There's
all
just
means,
we
go
trying
tell me
to.
everything.
Well, I feel like you keep saying that you're a kind person, but I feel like you're attracted to broken people because you see yourself as a healer. You think that it's your duty to fix people, so you attract that. And when you put that in your head, I'm a healer, I'm supposed to help people, you attract those people. But you have to know, and you're gonna attract them regardless. If that's your purpose, you're gonna attract them. But it's up to you to be able to figure out the ones that you need to leave alone, the ones that you cannot help, they are beyond your help.
And being a healer don't mean that you got to be healing them with no penis. You can literally, you could,
That's
It
you could
seems
true.
like it's
literally
more of a
be in.
self-validation type of thing.
That's
Like
true.
I want to be seen as this person,
As
so
a
I'm
this
going to
person's,
go for these type of people that's going
yeah.
to validate this type of person that I want to seem like I am.
I can say
That's
that
the thing
there's still
too.
good men out here. I'm not worried about, healing anyone for my penis. I'm
Huh?
looking for a fucking life partner.
We not saying you a bad person, because I feel like the reason why we know that is because we were those people. I
I
also am
know.
I
I feel
also
like
am a
we.
person who had a savior complex that I had to shed because I kept attracting people that were, and I still attract people like that. I just don't allow them access to me. Because some of us are healers, like we are here to help people, but you don't have to engage with everybody that you come across that you feel is broken.
And I feel like I that hits close to home because, like Boonie, you know my medical and my job, you know my role in my tribe, and it is to help people and help people get through stuff. So I might be more lenient on a lot of people.
You can't be lenient on people. You have to check
Now,
people.
like I was trying to say recently, I'm starting to jumpstart my own podcast with a few people, and we were talking about like relationships and stuff like that, and like I'm talking to someone right now, but it's not. I broke up with someone, and then I bumped into them, and this is happenstance. We just bumped up in real life, and I'm being overly cautious to the point where I'm thinking, am I not talking to him enough, or should I say more? Like I'm very have my walls up. I guess the way to say it is.
That means you're not ready for a relationship.
And if you got your walls up, don't do too often, because if you get the slacking, then because to me, come to me how you exactly want me to picture that it's gonna end. Don't come to me with no girlfriend, no wife, no none of that, because I feel like that ends before it even began. Don't come at me with no, oh, I'm gonna act this way, and in 3 months you're gonna see I'm really that way. That's gonna end. Come at me genuinely. So if you scared and all that, leave that one where you at.
You're not ready.
I'm not saying
That's
I'm
why.
scared. It's just like how life's funny. You can have hell thrown your way, and then a month or two later, you have someone that seems like they're too good to be true. So I'm at the cautious state. It's like I'm not trying to jump into nothing.
If they feel too good to be true, they probably are.
It's not really about the other person though.
Right. It's about you.
Like it's once you get to a certain point, it's easy to have, bless you, have your walls down and still have boundaries. Like two things can exist at the same time. You can have your walls down and put your trust into somebody and give them a chance, and then as soon as they mess up, you're like, okay, that's it, that's done.
Get out of there.
Move out, move out the way. I'm gonna go elsewhere.
And I'm not trying to take advantage of.
You'll be like, damn, I wish that worked out, but it didn't.
It didn't. Keep it moving. Exactly. You have to know how to do that. I don't think enough people know how to do that though. When situations don't work out, they try to keep trying to make it work out. When you have to know when to let go, and it's not bad. It's cool.
And some people do it just so they don't feel like they failed. A lot of people don't like to fail at things.
Yep.
How you gonna learn if you don't fail?
Exactly.
And see, like I love this right now. Sorry. Go. My dogs don't speak English. Anyways, I'm loving this because I'm getting 3 females' opinions, and I'm talking to someone. They seem equally cautious. I'm cautious, and my parents, they'd be like, maybe this is like you went through all this shit, and they went through all their shit, and it's time for you to pass the cross. Maybe something good will come out of it. And I know that's kind of a stereotypical, fairy tale.
And you shouldn't look at it that way.
I'm not looking at it that way, but I also can't dismiss it that way.
I got you. I feel like after something, you've been in something bad, most of the time, the next person that you come across is like a test. Let me see if you learn your lesson.
Well, see, the last one stabbed me, and then I got the one that was, the princess, thinking that was all about her. So I think she was the test one.
Yeah, you get
this one might be a good one, but I'm being careful.
Okay.
In case you guys worry about my health.
Okay. But I also worry about that. Don't play with the lady that you talking to now.
Right.
We don't know necessarily your whole situation. And so don't play with this lady and then use the excuse of this other lady. And then it ain't been that long. So don't play with this lady and then take that
Go
other
back
lady.
to that other girl. Yep. Don't you dare.
Oh no. I will put that on my mama's life. I never in my life as a 31-year-old man played more than I ever played a girl like that. If I'm with you, I am with you. When we are done, we are done. The person I'm with next, and you can believe me or not, ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I keep moving
I ain't
on.
got no choice but to believe.
Ain't nobody said they didn't believe you.
I'm sorry. My dogs are running around. I couldn't hear you.
We didn't say we didn't believe you.
I ain't got
Okay.
no choice but to believe you. That'll be like me telling you something that's going on with me and you saying I don't believe you, but you don't know my
Right.
Oh, see, we the opposite of the last a few podcasts back when it was just me, Royal, and Bert with one female. Now you got one bisexual male right here.
Well, you got another pansexual male here as well. You're not alone. He just ain't
You better
talking.
speak up, Royal. Come on. He's coughed a little bit.
He don't feel good.
He can give me a cough.
And I be on
Give me a
all
cough.
the time with all men. Always.
Yeah.
Most of the time I be on with just y'all. With you, Bert and Royal. I be fine.
Well,
We just trying to make sure you know, you doing good.
Boonie, I know. I took my time. I'm back. I'm in a better place.
Okay.
We don't need to air no dirty laundry on this podcast. You got my number.
Moving on to the wealthy health segment. What are some
wealthy
resources
health
to
section.
help
How many
people
guys wish she had her
apologize
number?
better?
I didn't hear you. What you say?
Hold on, Erica, you didn't get to do your story time. Do you have a story of a time you regretted accepting an apology?
Well, I was trying to avoid that one. I got too many. I thought I stayed in the kitchen long enough.
Erica, I feel like you about to upstage me somehow.
Nah. I just yeah.
I love you, girl. I'm just playing.
I did it twice. And so my ex-husband, the lies that I believed and and forgave over and over again, just hoping that my marriage would just get right. I regretted it. And it seemed like at the end of each marriage, I regretted it. Then I got in another one a few years later and did the same. So yeah, I got quite a bit of them that I regret.
I got you. I feel like we all do. But
well, we all about that age, so we went to the fucking what's the English word? Ringer? Went to the ringer?
But moving on
It's
to
a
the
bitch
wealthy
when your
health
third
segment.
language is English.
What are some resources to help people apologize better? Basically, that test that we took, the five apology languages, just like the 5 love languages, it's the same people that do the love language. I feel like everybody should take that quiz. Also, I'm always gonna say this book, Emotional Wellness by Osho, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and yeah, those are 2 books that I have. And then also the 5 apology languages. They also have books on those as well.
May I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
Because the thing is, with those internet tests, half the time they are set up by people who are trying to push their own agenda. So I have, as a medical professional, have a deep disdain for them, and that's a me thing. And for someone, it's also trying to say that all humans, because Well, no matter what god or spirit actually you are, we all have one unique brain in our skulls. So to try to, make us what's the word? A monogamy? No, majority? Uh I'm trying to find the M word.
What you mean? What you trying to say? Like
Uh a big group of people under one label.
generalizing people?
Mash.
Monolith.
Monolith, okay.
Like, I think when they take those tests, they're trying to take the majority of us and put us on a monolith that, you are this way and this is why you think this way.
Mm-hmm.
And for the people who set up those tests, from my experience, those are higher ups who have all the fancy, certifications on psychology, and the
You can
D&M
write a
only
book
comes
on
out
stuff
every
like
12
that.
years.
Anybody can write a book about stuff like that. Like, you
Exactly,
don't have
bro.
to be higher up, but I feel like tests like that, because most of the results that we got were true. They
Like,
fit us. They fit us.
I think,
Most of the results that we got, even though some could have been higher than others, for more than likely they did. I think tests like that are not supposed to tell you who you are. It's just supposed to give you an idea of how you function as a person. So I wouldn't say I feel like tests like that is to help. It's kind of like to help you identify certain things within you to help you be better in relationships. It's not necessarily supposed to tell you what type of person you are or how you're supposed to be or whatever. It's just supposed to give you type an idea and like explain why certain things are the way that they are. Like for instance, most of our apology language is what is it, practical change or something like that?
mine was,
Plan change.
acknowledging.
Right.
Mine was acknowledging fault, and it also, what you call it, tied with correcting, which I can agree with.
Yeah, like they give you a general idea of the way that you function as a human being, so you will know why you are a certain way in relationships, but they also show you other ways as well, so you can know that there are other ways. And like if I'm in a relationship with somebody, my apology language is plan change. Their apology language is make restitution. That means I need to apologize to them in that way, and they need to apologize to me in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing is, I know I'm, what do you want to call it? Not voice of controversy, but the elephant in the room, being a medical professional, because I shared this with Royal a while back. I was showing him some of my nursing books on how they should. The chapter would be like alt lifting, and they'll show interracial relationships, and they'll show some of the most offensive pictures possible. Gay relationships and offensive. Native relationships offensive. And I sent him those pictures, and that's what they still train students on. And then when I get when I get CNAs coming in, we call them out the doors. I'm like, we tell them everything you learned out the door. This is how the world really works. Because if you
what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What are you saying?
So, like from a medical standpoint, when you judge someone, like they are, like, it doesn't fit. It basically is what I'm saying. The people who make these tests do not fit for everybody. So, like the first thing, like if you're a new medical student, they're going to tell you look for redness, and you're brown skinned. How are you going to look for redness?
I can get red too.
Do you know how we look for redness? I'm gonna pull your eyelid down. I'm gonna check for blood vessels under your eyelid.
Mm.
They don't teach that in school. They teach that when you're in a hospital.
Yeah, they can't teach everything in school.
Yeah, it's just how the books are written.
But
the books are
also,
written.
I understand what you're saying, but the results and our answers to those results proved that those things fit us. So what you mean is what I'm saying. Like they fit.
What I mean is, be thankful there's people who question the books.
I'm not saying don't question it. Never mind. Okay. I got what you're saying.
Am I being offensive? Please correct me.
You're not being offensive, but I'm trying to get your point.
Honestly, off podcast, I can send you pictures of the books that are up to date.
I'm cool with. I ain't want to see that.
Like I did the Royal,
with the
he's seen them.
books.
I did the book, he's seen them.
I get what you're saying. You don't trust their way of testing, basically. But even though it fit, you don't trust it.
It's like my widow, I was with her for 8 years, and she says, I say you look pale, and she looks at me, what do you mean I look pale? I've been looking at you every day for 8 years. I know when you look pale. I say that just comes a racial divide.
Moving on to the what would you do segment. I'm gonna read some questions from the advice column because y'all didn't send us no questions still. But if you want us to give you advice or you want to ask some questions, you can email us at royalgeniusreviews@gmail.com. But I'm gonna read 2 questions from these advice columns and let everybody give helpful advice, unhelpful advice, and then we can move on.
Okay, the reason you brought me on. Just joking.
Okay, this question right here. My roommate is cheating on his girlfriend. What should I do? He has a girlfriend and recently knew another girl when playing an online game, and I don't think they are aware of each other's existence. I used to like my roommate, but now I find him so freaking disgusting, and I feel a lot of sympathy for those 2 innocent girls because from their phone conversations with my roommate, I believe they are both very kind individuals. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the distance between us in the room is less than 2 meters. So what should I do? Should I intervene like shouting, "You've been deceived," while they're on the phone?
Hey, what the fuck?
She should mind her business.
Mind your business. That's what you should do.
I'm minding my business from a distance.
Mind your business.
I'm
gonna do something. You're just not gonna know it's me. Because I don't play that shit. I'm not gonna tell you. Obviously, you my roommate. I'm not gonna say shit to you, but I'm going to tell. You're just not gonna know I was the one that did it.
She said you ain't gonna know.
So helpful advice. Tell.
Secretly.
Okay.
Don't tell them
that
yourself.
I guess that would be the helpful advice, but it depends. Do the roommate be tripping?
Because this is
they
why
not gonna know it's me. So only way they gonna be tripping about anything is if they know it's me. If you know it's because I'm not telling them directly. I'm about to say they're gonna find out. Because if it's gonna be because of me.
I've been nobody gonna know. I would do the right thing and I'm gonna tell, and women do not want to know that they're being cheated on.
I do.
A lot of them don't want to know, and they will literally flip it on you and say that you're jealous because you're just jealous because I got a boyfriend and you don't. You know how many times I've been told that?
You done left out.
You know how many times I've been told that? So now I mind my business because they don't want to know.
It's some women out there that would rather just be blind to the fact of what they got going on.
If you want the male perspective, someone gonna get hurt.
Everybody gonna get hurt, but I need it over with. Like, tell me, let me know. I
like absolutely that probably would be the best thing to do, especially with.
I hate it. Just tell me. If he ain't gonna tell me, tell me.
If they coming
over too, I do too, but it's a lot of women that don't. They really don't.
Oh, I definitely want to know. I want to
too.
But it depends on with the question.
Be right back. I gotta cut
myself come over and stuff. They know where y'all stay at.
He said, he has a girlfriend like in real life, and then he talks to the other girl like online.
On the phone.
Yeah.
That's okay. I know I heard the phone conversations or
Yeah.
whatnot. Well, I don't know because I'd have to weigh the situation out. Like if I know
Same.
the girlfriend crazy or something, I might not say nothing because she might tear up our apartment or something like that, bro.
I
Like,
witnessed some shit like that happen. The shit was funny. One of my homeboys, his roommates, he had 3 other roommates. They had like the apartment style kind of dorm thing going on. And me and him were over our other friend's dorm, which is like literally across the hall from his. And his roommate came banging on the door looking for him. And when he came to the door, he was like ready to fight him. Like, why'd you open the fucking door for them girls? Apparently, both of the girls knew that he was beating on them, and they came over. And my homeboy had no idea who they were, so he just opened the door because they asked for him. He was like, "Oh yeah, he's in that room," and he left. So he had no idea. That dude was like ready to fight. And me and my homegirl were watching, like, bro, you don't want to fight him. He will whoop your ass. You don't want to fight him. And he was like calm with it. He was like, bro, I'm not gonna fight you, but I need you to calm down. I'm like, you will get your ass whooped again in this apartment. You don't want to do that. He don't want him to fight
you
you.
want to be a player.
Yeah,
About to be like a real bad kid and catch 2 whoopings in one day.
Exactly. That's crazy. But how you gonna get mad? You the one. I feel like if you a cheater, you somebody like that, you should be able to handle what comes with it. Like, how you gonna be mad because they caught you and now they putting it on you? Right? Why you blaming them for it?
That's like people who be like, I don't like stitches. Why? Snitches, not stitches. I'm like, why are you doing shit that needs to be snitched about?
Why are you doing stuff with people? If you're gonna do bad things, do it by yourself. Why are you doing it with people or getting people to do it for you?
Or letting people know that you're doing it?
They're going to tell, bro. They always tell. They're gonna tell. They always do.
Letting y'all know again. I know y'all have seen plenty of
No one
episodes.
says they ain't gonna snitch if they looking at 20 years.
I'm a snitch. I will tell. I might not tell it directly. I'm going to tell. Like,
she always say that. She gonna tell.
I'm just letting it be known. If this the first episode y'all done seen, I will tell.
If I had a friend, okay, this is my my unhelpful advice is mind your business. Mind your business, bro. You do not want to get in the middle of that. Because you gotta live with that person. And if they find out it's you, then and 9 times out of 10, if you go directly, like Van said, being sneaky is different. You go directly, them girls gonna tell exactly who told them. Women always do that, which is what I hate. Oh, such told me you did this. They snitch on you.
They can say they not gonna tell and
still tell on you. They will tell on you.
And that's what irritates me because I'm like, please tell me the receipt.
So
I ain't got. I'm not gonna tell. Oh, such and such told me. That's some whole shit. I'm not gonna tell who told me, but I do need you to send me some receipts so I can
so I can have the evidence to break up with this
Let me
person.
have the evidence, but I don't like word of mouth type stuff. Just give me the evidence.
Send me them screenshots. Send me all that stuff. I'm gonna look at them myself and I'm going straight to that nigga. I ain't sitting on no information. I don't ever do that. Okay, I like breaking up. He cheated.
Especially
all right, I'm about to call you right now.
The line of the work I'm trying to do now, they were like, how'd you get that shit? You ask yourself, how did I get it? Be lying my ass off.
My husband thought I was just the smartest thing ever. Nah, baby. I ain't gotta tell you how I found out. Just know that I know.
I know. But my helpful advice would be just to talk to him, like tell him, but also it's like, why do you care at the same time? But just be like, you shouldn't cheat on these girls. Like, you should do the right thing. He probably gonna look at you and be like, nigga, if you don't shut up, because I would. If you come to me and tell me I need to do something, I would tell you to shut up.
I ain't even gonna lie. It remind me of Lamont on Sanford and Son. Every time they had something going, It never had nothing to do with that nigga.
Never got nothing
He
to do with
always
you, and
spoiled a
you
good thing. He always spoiled a good thing. When he got them extra Social Security checks, so you better tell Papa. I'm gonna tell nigga, mind your
mind your
business.
business. Shut up. Ain't
Now, I'm
nobody
gonna deal with
talking to
a
you.
situational kind of thing. If we're just roommates, like I ain't got no real
Yeah, that's
connection with you,
crazy.
I'm probably just gonna ignore the fuck out of
Ignore
it.
it.
But if I'm
Yeah.
cool with you and you somehow got me integrated into this
Ain't
shit to
that-
where I
yeah.
know these girls now, I'm telling. I'm telling you, just not gonna. Ain't nobody
But
gonna
that is
know it
the
was
same
me.
I ain't
mistake.
saying nothing, but
They
I'm gonna
know
talk to
you
them,
and
and
how you are, and they do that, then that's they bad because
wanna
they
do
already
it.
know you and how you operate. And so why would you give me the know these chicks and everything? Now I feel like I gotta tell them, bro.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Don't put me in that. Don't introduce me to none of your girlfriends.
If this
I
is
ain't want to know
online,
them.
I'm finna start finding out everybody that follow you and you follow that be around at the same time. You gonna think it's at least 3 other people before you think it's me.
And
Promise
you gonna be
you.
right there. He gonna be mad. You gonna be right there like,
I'm be
damn,
like,
that's
damn,
crazy.
that's fucked up.
That's crazy. I ain't damn.
Oh,
They tell on you.
sorry.
That's crazy.
Dang, what else happened? What they say? What she say? Oh, was those her exact words? How she find out? Damn,
That's
an anonymous
crazy.
tip. What? That's some whole shit right there,
That's
bro.
messed up.
Too slick with it. That's crazy.
You want something to eat? I'm finna go get some food. You want something? You hungry? I'm hungry. Let's take your mind off of it. Let's
Yeah,
get a
that's
drink or
cold.
something real
Yeah.
quick.
Some
I would
food
if
should
I'm
help
gonna
you
tell,
out.
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell. I'll be like, if you don't stop doing it, I'm gonna tell both of them what you're doing.
See, that's the type of snitch I am. I get called messy all the time. Men try to holler at me that's got wives and girlfriends. Don't you got a wife?
Mm-hmm.
They be like, oh, you a messy bitch. Well, I guess so then. If you don't get out my inbox, I'ma tell her. You got as your profile picture. I see the little circle of you and her, but you want to pay me for sexual services if you don't get your
You
ass on.
spending that lady money.
Okay,
I would have
so I
said you
just-
spending that lady money like that. You tripping.
Screenshots.
Niggas do that, they'll do that, junk. You married and you paying for virtual coochie?
They be beyond crazy for that. Beyond crazy. Because I know that that's the one thing that really is a pet peeve. It's one thing to cheat, but you paying to do it, bro. Lord, you
spending your wife money.
You paying to cheat. Like, where they do that at? So this ain't just temptation.
And you
Nigga,
know,
this
in this day and age,
is
they
temptation. Ain't
paying for
nobody
that
got
junk. This day and age, whether it's virtually or in person, the way these girls set up, they paying for that junk.
Oh, trust me, I see people be like, send me a picture of your feet. My cash app is
send me my money. And I'm gonna send you the picture of my feet. I don't care nothing about. I don't know you. I don't know you got a girlfriend. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Give me that money.
No, see these.
I noticed because on my Patreon,
they be trying to go too far. It don't be let me buy some of your content. When you get people hopping in your inbox wanting to pay you a certain amount of money to do a sexual act to you.
Oh yeah, no. I ain't doing that.
Like, bro, ain't that you and your wife in the picture?
Right. That's crazy. You ever get like couples? Like with poly, you wanna
I actually had a couple ask me to be their girlfriend, and the girlfriend of the couple, she was very persistent.
It always be them be heavy on it. Like I wonder, like
girl,
you mean to tell me y'all was shopping for me? Y'all want to buy me?
They was sitting there talking about, well, I technically kinda, that's what it seemed like.
Shopping for you.
They was talking about giving me money, like basically allowance and stuff. So yeah, they were trying to buy me.
Trying to buy you.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I don't want to be. I ain't no situation where I want to be the girlfriend, but I would have one.
Yeah.
I'm in a situation like that. I gotta be. I like to be in control. So I ain't being your girlfriend, but if I'm with a nigga or I'm with a woman,
and then we get one.
exactly, I'll do that.
And then when you look at a situation like that, and I'm like, okay, y'all already been together. I don't want no parts in that.
Y'all established. Y'all can just drop me at any moment.
Yeah, I don't want no parts in
that. I don't like it. It's 2 against 1 in this situation
it's already been established that y'all care about each other. Y'all, when I met y'all was all hugged up on each other, looking at us.
I like the situation of like the couples. It's very, very rare to find, but the couples who bring not just other couples, but like they get a girlfriend and then they get a boyfriend too, and then
everybody like that. I like that.
Cool with everybody, so it's not like
the polyamorous.
Now, if you get dropped by all three, I don't know what to
That's crazy. Like y'all imagine getting broken up with by 3 people at the same time. Y'all breaking up with them?
Right. Like, I don't know. You had to have done something at that point. You got dropped by all 3. Not one of them saw you as a favorite. They decided on a vote to drop your ass.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all voted me off the island. I don't like this.
Right.
That's why I want the island, and then I invite people to the island. I ain't want to go on it. But who else? Oh, Curator, what's your unhealthy advice and healthy advice?
Okay, can you repeat the question, please? I've been running in between my slow cooker.
My roommate is cheating on his girlfriend. What should I do? You wanted me to read the whole paragraph?
Your roommate is cheating on your what?
On his girlfriend. His roommate is cheating on his girlfriend.
Why hasn't he kicked his ass yet?
His roommate is cheating on his roommate's girlfriend. The girlfriend is his roommate's, not his.
Okay. We got a man and a woman being roommates.
No. I think it's 2 guys being roommates, and then the roommate has a girlfriend, and he's cheating on the girl with a girl online. He said some type of game. What the name of the game was?
You're just a bystander. You're the roommate.
Valorant or something like that. Valorant.
No one's being penetrated, so is it being fucking cheating?
Yes, that's cheating. That's still cheating.
There's emotional cheating, but
I was about to say there's emotional.
That's worse.
that's like what kind of helpful advice can you give for that? If someone's gonna emotionally cheat and they're not physically together, they can just keep doing this. If they stop doing it on one media, they're just gonna move to another media.
That's true.
It's like, I'm starting, me and a few other people are starting up our own podcasts, which I'm not making plugs. You guys will come on here or we'll invite you on.
Bro, you done said that's your
definitely plug because he just said it like 4 or 5 times now.
He just Trust me. Something. What if the person
my co-host is a trans woman and she's on my ass about plugging everything?
What'd you say, Van?
I said, what if what he just said just made me think of something. What if the roommate isn't actually cheating? Like the person, the other roommate just doesn't like the fact that, like how some people feel like if you have friends of the opposite sex, you're automatically like cheating. Like, what if that was the case? Because it is an online thing. We all know we have online friends.
I have lived that.
Mind their business.
Then that's why I said mind your business because you don't know. You don't really know.
Yeah, now I got just more questions.
I got just one sentence out, and you all can take it after. I have a female twin. So you see us together, we're comfortable together, we'll joke each other. I say I love you, bitch. She says I love you, whore. I'll say nice titties, and she'll fucking make a fucking compliment about me. Now, we're having very bad days, like, you're mentally breaking down, we'll cry into each other's chest. And if anyone in that room makes a comment about that, the other one will get up and knock the fuck out of them. Say, we grew up together. We were born together. So, and her husband understands it completely. But not everybody understands when you have a male and a female twin. The male is already, like growing up. Our mom goes, Sorry, my dogs are fucking going wild. But being a male twin, your mom looks at you thinking you're being a little too effeminate, but then she'll look at the female twin, thinking you're being too masculine. And
what's your
you're
helpful
always together
advice
all the
and your
time.
unhelpful advice, bro?
Yeah, because I'm like, hold on, how do these correlate?
Yeah,
What
I got
is
all
your
my
advice?
unhelpful advice. So unhelpful advice, I say download I Spy, go onto the dark web, try to trace his IP, go down there and beat his motherfucking ass. Let's dark web this shit.
They're roommates, so he lived with them, so he don't got to do that.
Oh, then you're getting this easier just to go beat his ass then, right?
Why would he go beat his
Why
ass
would
when it
he?
ain't none of his business in the
Yeah.
first place? You gonna go fight
Well,
somebody?
after he found out about it, he became his business, didn't it?
It really didn't. It
It
just
didn't.
was something that
I'll
was
be
not
honest,
your
Boonie,
business
I've been
came
off
to
the
your
podcast for a
knowledge.
few weeks. That's a hard one. I know I'm
We've
supposed to be
been
the
off
voice
for a
of
few weeks
controversy,
too.
but that
We have also been off for a few weeks. We all have.
oh, I don't know. My last like four, days, my last couple weeks, I've been nothing but school,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that's a hard one to answer because it's all online stuff. It's not like physical stuff.
Okay, Erica, what's your helpful advice and unhelpful? I mean, helpful and unhelpful advice.
My helpful advice would be I'ma just be 100. My helpful and unhelpful advice is the same
Mind
damn
your
thing.
business.
Mind your motherfucking, what do you say? Mind your damn
business.
motherfucking business, bitch. The way that I see it is, it could play out a whole bunch. Like she said, like it's different when somebody close to you and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just being your roommate and you eavesdropping, you really don't know what you're
Doing
hearing.
too much, yeah.
But you don't really know what you're hearing either. Cause I done literally did that with an ex before. Eavesdropped like a motherfucker. The part of the conversation that I could hear had me heated like a motherfucker. I mean, it had me heated like hell. That was a family member he was on the phone with.
Mm-hmm. See,
You see what I'm
I be
saying?
minding my business so hard, I don't hear nothing. But if I know somebody eavesdropping on me, I'm gonna say stuff on purpose because I know you listening and you're not supposed to be listening. I'm gonna say all kind of stuff on purpose to you.
And so that's why I would say, hey, keep it to yourself. Unless y'all, some people, if they roommates, they could have been friends a really long time, for some long time. So they could have that connection that we say, if that was that person, that we would do that. So, if that's the case, then hey, do what you gotta do, but expect the backlash that possibly comes with it. Because if your friend ain't trying to hear that shit,
Mm-hmm.
especially when the girls come and then you don't know how slick your friend's been. What if the only time that he didn't talk to this girl is when he's at the apartment? You the only motherfucker that know.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful if it happens. Like I said, with me, obviously, if it's just a one-time thing, I ain't saying shit because like they ain't got shit to do with me. But if it's been a while and I've somehow been pulled into this, I'm telling. I'm telling.
Yeah, because
first
people
of
do
all,
try
I
to
was
involve you in
minding my
their
business.
drama.
But
yeah,
Don't be doing stuff around me, bro. Now you put me in it.
Yeah, that's different when it's like close. See, that's why I said, depending on if they roommates that have known each other a long time, like she was saying, like if there's somebody that I really fuck with, then I'm telling. Because you like don't have me in the middle of this shit. But if they just roommates, they didn't know each other before being roommates and all that stuff, mind your motherfucking business. Mind your business. Get you something safe to do.
Man, let's say I've been off for a few weeks, but man, that's a hard one to come back in on. It's when I first moved out, it was me and my twin, and I got twin sisters, so automatic people always fetishize, and like it ain't like that.
This one says, shall I send the hey girl message? My ex texted me tonight. We broke up about 18 months ago, and I have since both moved on, or so I thought. Context for the relationship: we met when I moved into shared accommodation with him. Things got intense pretty fast, and so began a 2-year relationship. We were extremely sexually active and adventurous, and over the 2 years made quite a collection of footage. The twist comes when I mentioned he is a serial cheater. He cheated on me twice, and when I found out, I was naive enough to give him another chance, to which I discovered he was back at it again, messaging other girls and making plans with them. Throughout our entire relationship, he never told me he loved me, and although we lived like a couple, the relationship on reflection was very one-sided, and I was used for sex. Further twist was that he was the one to break up with me. One night he sat me down and told me he didn't love me. He never loved me and never will love me because he simply didn't want to. This followed with me refusing to sleep with him further and then eventually moving out, and we cut contact. This is a very snapshot overview of everything. I have been with my current partner now for just over a year, and he is an angel. He taught me what it means to be loved and appreciated, and I never do anything to hurt him. As far as I was aware, my ex was also seeing someone else. However, tonight I got a message from my ex asking me if I still had any of our footage on my phone. When I asked why, he simply said because he's a man and was thinking about it. Now, obviously, I don't have any of the material we made, as I deleted it all shortly after we broke up. I was also sat in bed with my current partner, who was also reading the messages with me. My partner is also in my profile picture on the messaging app. We don't care. Clearly, he hasn't changed. I know who the girl he is with, was seeing. Do I tell her? After everything he put me through, do I send the hey girl? Any advice is appreciated. Again, mind your business. You're not really responsible for somebody else's relationship, and to tell, unless they come and ask you anything about that person that you used to date. I don't feel like you should butt into that relationship because you don't really know what's taking place between the two of them. You're assuming something, and even though he asked you for those videos, maybe his girlfriend don't care. I don't know, but I would say mind your business. But my unhelpful advice, of course, send the message. Come to her as a woman. Tell.
Don't even reply. Just send a message to his girlfriend.
Yeah,
then
just
both of them.
Then do what?
Block both of them. Like, cause I was minding my business already. That's the only thing that bothers me is if I'm already minding my business, and then this is brought up to me, and I had nothing to do with it in the beginning, but now I'm in it because you brought me in it. Yeah, I'm just gonna send a message and then block both of y'all. And if she don't care, she don't care.
Right.
If he don't care, he don't care. But I did something that made me feel okay in the moment. Like, you're disrespectful for even asking me that shit, and you clearly see I'm in a relationship.
Right. And who keeps? I don't know. People do that. I ain't gonna say who do it.
Yeah.
People do that.
I literally had an ex to send me a picture that me and him had took one Christmas year. Like, this was after I had been married for like a couple of years, and I was like, "Why do you even have that?" And he was like, "Why does it matter?" And I was like, "You know what? You're right, block."
My question is, why do you even still like
Google.
me?
What I hate is Google. Google photos is
the memories. Those memories, I hate it. I don't even look at
those memories.
I don't even be looking at them.
Mine is filled with memories too, but I'm talking about how it upload all the stuff to the internet, to the cloud. And so a lot of people that don't even keep up well with things still got old photos and videos because it's on the cloud.
Well, I'm so thorough. When I broke up with somebody that I know I'm not getting back with, I'm deleting it from everywhere, even off the cloud. If I could delete that junk from that nigga memory, I would. Like, I don't want you to even know that we was together. I don't want you to even remember me. when I break
People
up.
don't even know you exist no more.
Exactly.
Know to be.
Forget I exist. I actually told one of my exes that he was like, "Why you were such a good person." I'm like, "That's why you need to forget that I existed."
Exactly, because you weren't.
Exactly.
Obviously, or we would still be together.
It would be together, but we aren't. So forget I exist.
Yeah, I can feel that right there.
What's your helpful, unhelpful advice, Erica?
I'd have to say the same thing. Like, my helpful advice would be that I would just block him. But that's just me. I've had my experience on the darker side of things when it comes to me being a good person within women. Me doing the bigger thing has always gotten me in tense situations when it comes to women. And so I'd prefer to just make sure you can't contact me anymore. I've had a woman tell me I just want her man, all different type of stuff. And so, you know what? I'm gonna let cause he ain't no man. I'm gonna let your nigga do him. And I'm gonna let you stay at the house and be as dumb as you want to be, because you ain't blind, boo. I done already pulled the blinders off your eyes. You won't want to stay blind. That's on you. So yeah, I wouldn't. Now, if I was feeling devious, I don't really ever get that way. But I think that one of these days somebody gonna get me to the point where I'm like, but I think if on the deviant side, hey, just send it to her. Like she said, block them both after that. Cause you know she could possibly have some messed up stuff to say after that. Or she could be like, thank you for the information, but that just ain't been my experience.
Yep, mine neither. Shoot, I got into something recently. I shouldn't even be getting into stuff like that. Where the girl told that I asked her about a dude that was trying. I don't remember if I did tell you that, Van. A dude that was trying to talk to me, and I asked the girl to see if they were together because he was lying, and she told me that they were dating. He called me acting like he was all hurt and stuff, and I'm like, you was trying to get both of us. You thought you was slick.
Just like that one guy, he was like, I don't need you telling her this, that, and the third. I was like, then why did you send her my way? Like, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen? And then she was like, I was just trying to see what was going on between you. I was like, bitch, first of all, I told you that I hadn't talked to him in years. He's told you I haven't talked to him in years. What the hell was you trying to find out?
Cause I feel like those dudes really be talking about us like that to make those girls.
And then
they do.
Don't contact me. Tomorrow, did you send her screenshots? I sure the hell did. Do you want to know exactly which ones? Because I still got it in my phone. I can send them to you. I can show you exactly which ones I sent.
And that's weird to me. Like, why do you even still like me? We haven't been together in years. Why do you still like me? Why are you talking to these girls about me?
Honestly, a lot of men will mess over they right one and then have to settle. Because of like either they wasn't ready, they didn't want to chill out. They thought they was gonna be players forever. But then after that woman is gone, and they, especially when they call themselves trying to move on, I've actually had this experience. I have a protective order against a nigga right now. And hopefully he going to slip up so I can get a new one, because it's almost sucked. Looking at but it's like they realize that they let the right one go, and most of the time she know that she know the type of woman she is. Exactly. So she's not about to settle. You're not about to run back. You're not about to do none of that. So they just dwell on all of those little memories they had. Because now, how that little rule go, that 80-20, when they left that 80, now they stuck with 20. They like you. I remember how
I'm just like, I don't even know. I think he was just bored at that point. I'm like, I wasn't shit to this nigga.
Sometimes they don't even gotta be that you was.
It don't necessarily have to be good either, because of, like we just said, a lot of people like toxic and stuff too.
They're
You
gonna
are
play
miserable
every angle
for
they got.
some reason. Whatever the reason may be, it could be a mixture of stuff because a lot of times we come off a different way than we think. Because I tell a lot of people that I used to say all the time, I know I'm mean, and people look at me
Same,
like, girl,
I be
where?
saying that. No,
Where?
I can be
I
mean. I know
couldn't
I'm
help but
mean.
laugh. One text message I was telling the girl, like, yeah, me and this guy, like, we've never dated, we've never kissed, we've never like, we have done literally nothing.
That makes them
And
matter.
she was like, and he still loved you.
That makes them matter because they be feeling like I had to sleep with him for him to have
Right,
feelings for
because she
me,
was
and you
like, I
didn't.
done slept with him. I was there.
Yep,
I
that makes it
contacted him
worse.
when this and that happened in his life. I try to keep up with this, that, and the third. I was like, girl, I didn't even know I didn't even know he had that. I didn't know he was dealing with that. Like, I knew none of that. You know way more than I do. Like, I didn't even know none of that was going on.
That's why they
Going
be
on a lot.
That
mad
mental
though.
connection be more of a threat to them, though.
Yep.
Like a lot of women can deal with the fact that, oh, he just getting his rocks off. But when you become mentally connected to this man, then they know, especially, girl, you really hurt her feelings. I
That
ain't
make
never
it
kissed
worse.
him before. And it seemed like his soul is tired, baby. Shoot,
Yep.
she like,
Yeah,
what
she
am I
Like,
doing?
she like, you didn't have to have sex with him. I didn't
she
think that
texted me.
was a
She
thing.
was like,
Yeah, it just sounds like somebody that get with men that they feelings is somewhere else, and she don't know how to handle that shit.
I think it's so crazy too that these men really be doing that. Like, why are you talking about the one that got away? And girls really will hate you over these niggas. They'll literally not like you. Like, oh, you the girl
I
that
lost my
keep popping up.
friend.
Oh, you the girl that he always talking about. You the girl.
like you can some kind of spell on him and they can break it.
Yeah, like why you talking about me to these girls in the first
That's the
place?
perfect description right there, too. That's the perfect
Yeah.
description.
It's like, I don't even
It's
talk
like,
to
look,
this
let me teach you a
nigga no
spell
more.
real quick.
I don't even talk to this nigga no more. So like, why you worried about me?
I lost one of my friends that way, and like because we used to talk. I didn't know that he didn't ever get over the situation or whatnot, but he was a damn good friend to me. We
What,
was
that
good
y'all
friends
broke up?
with
He
each other.
wasn't over the fact that y'all broke up.
Like, because we didn't actually date. We talked,
Okay. Oh, okay.
like, but like we just totally different, but we great friends. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as friends, we clicked.
I got an ex like that, but he
Uh,
obsessed with me, so I can't deal with it.
he didn't act like he was obsessed with me or nothing, but I literally found out from the girl that he talked about me a whole lot and stuff. And she felt like he compared her to me in conversation
That's
and
what
stuff.
they be doing.
And but it was weird because I didn't like she didn't want him talking to me no more. Like I said, I lost my friend because he wasn't gonna stop talking to me. But I just blocked him on everything. I blocked his telephone number because one thing I'm not gonna do, like you engaged to be married to this woman, and she has a problem with me and you talking.
Mm-hmm. I lost
So
a
what
friend
I'm
like
gonna
this.
do is I ain't gonna make you feel like you're not a good friend. I'm gonna be a good friend to you, and I'm gonna leave you where you at, so y'all situation stay solid. Cause I'm not gonna marry you. So I mean, like, let's just call a spade a spade. You need to tend to your household and keep my name up out of your household. I don't even
Exactly.
understand why it's in there. This girl apparently whole conversation was being had where my full government was being called off in their arguments.
You
Girl,
know you got
I'm
the power if your name is coming up in the damn
Oh, I
argument.
hate that so much, y'all. I hate when like I remember when I was in a relationship with this dude and he was still dealing with this girl and we was like at the same place at the same time or something like that. She was talking about me to people and she knew my name. I'm like, this nigga really be talking to her for her to know my like government name. What did she call? She called me Boonie or did she call me? I think it was Boonie and I was pissed. I want to fight her just because she knew my name.
just agitated. I can't
I
stand
want
you.
to fight her, bro.
She said I wanted to fight her, just agitated that
That
quick.
sounds like you,
I
girl.
know my name.
This girl used to irritate the fuck out of me because she would try to throw little jabs that didn't stick, like they just didn't fit at all. Because she would be like, well, you may need some male validation. Bitch, you came to me about a nigga I haven't even talked to. Who really needs the male validation? Because I made a post. As y'all can see, I'm natural. And I had been for a while at that time. And I had asked a question. And I'll still hold to that damn question. I wore weave all the fucking time. I couldn't wear makeup. I tried, but I couldn't wear it because I couldn't do it. Not because I ain't want to, but I just don't know how to do makeup. But I have no problem with women that wear weave, wear makeup, do their nails all the time. I have absolutely no problem. Hell, bitch, can I come with you? That's my question. Can I come with you? But I asked the question. I said, for those of you that have to get it done, why? Now, I'm expecting answers like it's therapy for me, it's me treating myself, it's something like that. But I was like, you know, there's nothing wrong with your natural self. And I understand it's maintenance. But if you feel like you have to do it, like if you feel like you look absolutely ugly in your natural state, like why do you feel like you have to wear weave every 2 weeks? Why do you feel like you
That's
have
what
to
she
get your
saw.
nails
You
done?
ugly in your natural
And
state. That's why you wear that makeup in that hair.
like, why do you
She
think
saw
it's
that.
like this is a need? Why do you think these are needs? And I emphasize that. Why do you think these are needs? And she came under my post talking about something, saying that they should be able to do what they do and feel beautiful. All of us should be able to get along. I was like, bitch, I ain't said nothing was wrong with it at all. I just asked, why do you feel it's a need? And she took my post and shared it, and then shared her response and was like, I hate when no, somebody commented on hers and was like, I hate when natural girls think they can just come at girls who aren't natural. I'm like, ain't shit in my post said that it was bad to do this shit. Like, if you look through my pictures, you'll see I've been wearing weave for the fucking longest. I would get my nails done all the time. I just asked why you think it's a need. So she would nitpick shit. And then she'll be like, you know, you may need a bunch of men to come around. I was like, where are you even getting this? Because obviously, like, is he mad at me? Is he just telling you shit right now? Like, it's gotta be like, is he mad at me right now because I told you some shit that he didn't want me to? Because that sounds like some shit he would say. Why are you nitpicking at this point?
Yeah.
Jealous for no reason. You don't even want the nigga.
I would have to slap her. I ain't even gonna lie. That would have rendered an open hand, one of them reach backs.
She
Slap.
would have got arrested because she like light bright, damn near white.
So you
Oh,
would have got
left all
arrested.
the evidence.
I'd
I
take
think her
it.
daddy white.
I'd have took it.
She would have
I
turned to
would have
his
left
side.
all the evidence, big old pink, red,
Handprint.
whatever color it's gonna take.
Now, do like my mother-in-law used to tell me, she beat them on their feet where nobody can see them.
No, you want everybody to see. I want everybody to see. But let's move on,
Nothing.
because we done been on here for 3 hours.
I know. I turned my camera off because I'm yawning too much.
If y'all have questions or want advice, don't forget to email us at royalgeniusreviews@gmail.com, or you can send a voice message on Spotify, and we will play it on the episode and answer your question. So moving on to the last segment, which is the Black Life segment. Have you ever been afraid to accept an apology? Why?
Question, because I want to take that one first. Why would I apologize for that?
No, you gotta repeat that question, Finn.
I was about to say, please repeat the question because
have you ever been afraid to accept an apology? Why?
I was in the Black Lives marches every March, so I'm confused on the question.
I think I can answer his question with my answer for the question. Have I ever been afraid to accept an apology? Yes, because I felt like with accepting that apology, you know how they say you give them an inch, they take a mile. If I was to accept that apology, that would have been an open door for them to do other shit that I already was on the fence about doing. So yes, I have been afraid to accept an apology because I thought they was gonna take shit further than what I was accepting the apology for.
I feel like we all at the beginning show proof that we
Yeah, I think we all agree on that part right there.
So,
yeah.
let me share a little bit of petty shit before I, go serious with it. I own 2 acres of land. It's my tribal land. I post a Black Lives Matter ban. My only neighbor is an acre away. She has a problem with it. So I post another Black Lives Matter flag in my garage. She has a problem with it. So I post another one on my shed. She has a problem with it. That's me being petty. Now in 2020, I was in the marches from all of our local ones to all that, but I expressed my right to bear arms. So I had a rifle on my goddamn back, a shotgun in my hand, a pistol on my fucking hip. And people were like, well, what, you shouldn't have that. I'm like, oh, don't worry. If they shoot at us, I'm going to fire back. They're going to thank me if they shoot me. And in one instance, I did get a catch around in my shoulder, and my partner, bless her soul, she jumped on top of me because she was worried about me getting back up, pissed off, and getting around in my head. So when it comes to that kind of shit, I take it seriously. It's like 400 years, we can't figure out how to get the fuck along. 400 years, we still have to fucking, play race and color as a shit. Say, I'm Native American. 400 years, we were going through a genocide where people of darker skin complexion were being enslaved for 400 years.
Curator.
And now we have people who just run the world and want to keep us separated.
Curator, I am not trying to be disrespectful, but you keep making these questions and everything be about what they not about. I think she confused you because the segment was called Black Lives. But
I'll admit that the part was confused me. Like, honestly.
But the question had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter.
No, I admit fault.
Is your mind? You probably go to sleep. You see.
Oh no, I admit I'm tired. Like it's been a while since me and Boonie had talked. They got me on heart pills now because my heart rate. And around this time, I usually get kind of drowsy. So I might have misunderstood. I'm sorry if I, and I'm not going to say sorry if I don't mean it. So.
That's what editing is for. It's okay.
It just hit close to home for me.
Okay. I mean, I feel like
I didn't see, because I'm getting better at calling people on shit. Curator, what resignation?
Go call me on it.
I was about to ask the same thing. What hit close to
home?
Go call me on it, because it's been a while since I've been on this cast in my medical history. I gotta
turn my camera back on. Is you over there tired, or are you drunk or something? Because I ain't even gonna lie.
No, I can't drink. No, I'm a recovered alcoholic.
Your voice is getting more slurry as the time go by. So
either you just said you was drinking earlier.
No, say I drink water. I do like wine glasses because I like the art. And if you remember, I have nerve damage in my right arm. I'm sorry, I do have nerve damage in my right arm, so I'm trying to relearn how to hold glass without breaking it.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
No, that's why I turn my camera off, because I'm getting tired.
Jesus Christ.
Because you trying to hold glass without breaking it ain't got nothing
to do with what we said.
Yeah,
no,
cut it out.
You ain't answered not one of these questions. You just went going off. I'm like, what is going on?
Every time Curator says something, we end up having to ask a new question.
Yeah.
This gonna be a whole podcast on its own, just asking curated questions.
I'm gonna ask you. You know, honestly on the podcast I started. That is actually a segment, curated questions, because of my fucked up life. Which I was gonna reach out to Boonie and everybody on here, say you want to come, just join us on being nerdy. But no,
I feel like we've proven that we have been afraid to accept apologies from people because of the things that we went through. But I have been I ain't gonna say afraid, but I just refuse to do it because of certain things that happen. And I ain't trying to go there again. So I'm just not about to accept the apology. I'm gonna you did something wrong. I don't want to be here. Bye.
Boonie, while I have you on the mic, I hope you and me are good. You're still my cousin. Same. Honestly, with my new pills and me taking time off and all that shit, get my heart rate down. Around this time, I start getting fucking tired.
Okay, we about to end the episode.
Go your butt to bed. Go your butt to bed.
Yeah, you can.
I'll last out this a little bit. If I fuck up too much, just cut it out. Because when I heard that, the BLM, that's a hard subject
Bro,
for
I
me.
ain't say BLM, but okay.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Nah, she didn't even say matter. That's why I said
you heard black and just was like Black Lives Matter.
I'm drowsy as shit, I will tell you that. The shit they put you on to lower your heart rate when you have heart problems, it fucks with you. I was good up until now, but I know my time limit. About fucking 2,200 hours, I start getting fucking drowsy as shit.
Okay, well, we're about to end the episode right now. We've established that we all have been afraid to accept an apology. You said why. So thank y'all for coming and having this conversation with me. But we are about to end the episode. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to leave voice messages on Spotify and follow us so you'll know when we drop a new episode. We did have a few weeks where we didn't record anything because both of us had things going on. Me and Roya both did. But hopefully we'll start being consistent, because even if he's not able to get on, I'll get on, and whoever is able to join me and continue. So I don't want to say we're back, but we kind of are. That makes sense.
In between, and not to plug my own stuff, back to the bench, with our podcast starting up, I'm still welcome to join you guys anytime. I don't have no ill will. And you guys come on our stuff and we can support each other.
Make sure that y'all please support Curator's podcast, because he was trying to plug it this whole time.
He keeps trying to plug
it. Support him.
I ain't trying to plug it the whole time. I'd be saying that I would have a whole banner behind my back. Come on, girl. You know how I am.
You was plugging, but it's cool because I support everybody. I don't care. It ain't gonna take away from me. Support his podcast, y'all. But we will see y'all on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.